There it is. You can see how they come in waves, and all the debris, the mud, the trees, anything that's in its path just gets taken away by the power of this water. Got another one coming up behind here as well. We're going to pull out and show you it. This is an active mudslide that's happening right now in the Burbank area. And you can see how they come in waves. Just it's almost like an ocean, just coming in waves at times every 30 seconds. We're just getting more debris coming down the road here. The leading edge of this wave, and you can see the tree limbs, branches. Fortunately, there's no vehicles or anything of that nature. That happened earlier this morning, but look how it just keeps piling up, and most likely if I tilt up, we'll see some more coming down. And there it is. There's another one coming down the street here. All these homes here, they are under mandatory evacuation in the Burbank area. And this is why a very volatile situation, considering this hillside is still extremely unstable. And look at all that. Look at that water just come down the road, take the debris with it. These are live images here from News Chopper 4. We are watching Mother Nature in action, where we have this mudslide on Country Club Drive here in the Burbank area. This is why officials have evacuated this area. A susceptible situation where this can happen at any moment. There's tilting up. Right there. Okay? Okay, then you can just see, look at all the mud, how it's just piling up coming down the street. I'm going to show a little of this, and then, wow, that garage right there. Just getting pounded by that mud. You can see the rocks. Look at the size of those boulders. Those are not little pebbles. Those are huge boulders just rolling down the street. As we tilt up more, we're probably going to see another wave.
Yep.
There's another wave of mud coming down Country Club Drive. Look at the thick mud. And right now it's not raining. So imagine if we had rain. There's rain up in the hills, but right now where we are, we don't see any rain. What's up? Yes? Right over here. So you can see what's happening now. There's so much mud. It is this active mudslide.
Do they got a roadblock?
It's piling up here and moving in multiple directions. You can see these people right here. Probably not the smartest place to be right now, but they are watching this. Cautiously watching as this mud just comes down the street. All that dark brown mud, all this is new. This literally just happened moments ago as News Chopper 4 got over the scene here. We're watching this active mudslide. What do you see?
There are 5 people dead already from this.
Look at this. You can see more mud coming down. Look at the size of this one here. This looks like a tidal wave just of debris, rocks, trees. This one is a substantial one. This is probably one of the bigger ones that we have seen.
Wow.
Look at the leading edge of all of that water.
This is going to be an absolute mess
all that debris
to clean up.
We should see those people maybe,
they keep coming and coming and coming. That's the third pass we've seen at that location. It's
starting to lead up over here.
Yeah, these people watching are crazy.
Probably our journalist.
That's probably the last time they're
She's like probably our journalist down there.
That's probably going to be the last time they're going to be able to stand right there, though.
That's definitely dangerous.
One. Let me look.
I mean, it's not even raining there right now.
Smaller one, but here it comes. Jeez. Yeah, I couldn't imagine if it was raining.
We've got another one behind it.
That one looks pretty aggressive.
It's just every 20 seconds now. Every 20 seconds coming down in waves. This is what it looks like, an active mudslide. This is how fast they happen. They're not predictable, just out of nowhere. The mountains coming down,
Maury,
unstable.
I had a question for you, and you've lived in California before. What is the coloration of the mudslides? I've never seen them happen as they happen. Does it look like it's discolored from maybe, is this mud from the fire area?
It's just the mountains absorb the water, and then since there's no root system because the trees have been burnt down, it just can only absorb so much. It's lost its structure, and it collapses and falls into, the mudslide. You don't have the leaves and the root system being able to give it more structure and strength and even absorption. So as these rains come in, they, you know, sort of get sucked up by the dirt and just start sliding. And it happens yearly, but this year I've had my eye on it. I just think it's going to be really bad. And this is only the beginning.
Yep. Well, and like I said earlier, thankfully that after this storm pulls out of California, unfortunately, the rest of the country gets to deal with this system because it is going to be a big one, especially when it gets to about Ohio. But, that's a good question, Boomer. She's asking if, or he or she, I don't know who this is. Boomer is asking, does this have to do with the rattlesnake fault line? No, probably not. This has to do with all the rain and the fires and just the soil just can't handle this right now. They got, I don't know exactly the numbers, but I know, like I said yesterday, is that the break in the dam?
That's why we have this. The dam was compromised.
So this is the dam.
It does say the dam was compromised.
To be more of a volatile situation, very dangerous. This is a dam that was
so it's leaking.
Intended to catch all the mud and debris that comes down the hill from the mudslide.
Let
me show you. Let me do a different filter here.
So that's a different kind of dam.
This mountain here, there's nothing on it. This is just mud that's just susceptible to those water. This is a flood catch basin
sort of
right here,
and then the weight of the mud made it
Country Club Drive. The dam was compromised, and because of that, that's why we're seeing this a significant amount of mud flow that's coming down onto.
So that makes more sense now. It's not a dam that holds water necessarily, but it keeps the mudslides from coming down the street like this.
See a significant amount of water and mud and debris.
Like she said, about every 20 seconds it builds up, and here it comes.
I think that just happened when we were here because there was no water.
Wow.
And we don't have the exact details right now, but 5 have been confirmed dead.
Okay, so we're still getting it in waves.
People are being evacuated. I don't even know if you lived on the street how you would evacuate, to be honest. Huge portion of Burbank being asked to evacuate in surrounding areas.
The officials were fearing that would happen in this mudslide.
I know there's not really much of a silver lining to this because the slides are still happening. But can you imagine if the dam all the way collapsed? We wouldn't be seeing these mudslides down the street. These things would be overflowing over the curbs. So I guess if there's any silver lining to this, let's just be thankful it only reached the way it did. But who knows, it could get worse.
Here's a bigger wave.
I wonder if they're going to get a Corps of Army engineers down there soon to get that, put back up.
Let's just take a look at the footage here. Let's see how far it goes.
This is where everything is coming from right here. This dam apparently has been compromised. You can see the damage. A lot of that mud being held back by this wall here. But something happened where we're just seeing the water just coming down, bringing anything in its path with it.
Are they getting...
Okay, let me look outside and see. Oh, I got a good one coming out. It's going to come out my window right here. Stand by. Let me pull over right here. I'm just going to make this turn.
Great camera work, by the way. I couldn't do this.
For doing it on the fly? Yeah, absolutely.
Great camera work.
Oh, I missed it. Well, here it comes. Here it comes. And there it is. There's a leading edge.
She's going to be a master at this by the time
the amount of that water. How fast it's moving. This is moving rather quickly. As it makes its turn, this home right here, a lot of that mud goes into the home. Makes the turn continuing southbound down the hill along Country Club Drive. This is another good size mud flow that's working its way down. Got some vehicles parked along the side here. Fortunately, they are not directly in the path right now. We saw emergency crews just north of our location. This truck parked along there, and you can see how the mud, the gas company, this is where there's a gas leak, how it just covers up. And fortunately, it's not powerful enough to lift that truck up. But we saw 3 vehicles down the road earlier. A good portion of the mountain came down. And that's why we saw a lot of dust or a lot of debris, cars, and anything in its path was taken down into another mud basin at the bottom of this hill.